Hello there, and welcome, my Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your timeless romantic soulmate read, though recorded in January 2021. I am your reader, Angelo Lyons. Now, for short, professional-ish, professional intuitive, president of Joining the Circle Production since 1998. Talk about a slow and steady wins the race. The Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ready to rock and roll here. My Capricorns returning. Thank you so much for your love and support. I am truly thankful and truly grateful. And if you are new to the channel and you like what you see, hit the like. You want more, subscribe, and feel free to comment because I do read them. Other than that, let's talk about this reading, shall we? It is a soulmate contract read, different than a twin flame entirely, except the fact they are both soul contracts, pre-incarnational agreements that you make that are written into the life before you come in, right? It's sort of like playing a role. That is exactly, from the soul's perspective, what these lives are, in order for the soul to heal, to grow, to learn, to become the best that it can be, and do something larger for the planet here, really. And the soulmate contract in particular, it comes in many forms, not just the romantic sexual, though these are the romantic sexual reads that we're doing here on my channel for the soulmates. But my mom and I are soulmates. My dad and I were twin flames. He crossed over many years ago, and there's a difference, and there are links in the description box below explaining the difference. However, the foundation of the soulmate contract is that you help each other heal, right? My mom and I have been helping each other heal before I was even born. So we're going to be looking at it as a contract. We will have party number 1 over here, party number 2 over here, divine feminine, divine masculine, just to clarify who is who. Really, you're going to have to feel out because it's a general read who is who. If you were a client sitting across from me, either on a camera or eventually literally across the table, wouldn't need to do that. But yes, you're going to have to figure that out as you go along, Capricorn. So it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're only doing 13 cards, and there is an extended on VIMEO.com. So the links are all there. All the cards that I read are always listed in the bottom of the description box. So when I get a new one, I know just where to go to add it in. Otherwise, I guess that's about it. Stay in the present moment. Feet on the floor if you can. I've got my feet on the floor. Focus on your breath as we go. And let's take a look at your soulmate contract read. Should it be yours? Breathe. Yeah, and they say do check your other signs, right? Because even if it's a different planetary alignment, you know, like your moon sign, it's just going to get a more emotional take than your sun or your rising or Venus. Or if you have more than one contract in play. I do. So it's odd to see myself in these reads. I try and avoid it, but there it is. But I'm a Virgo, not a Capricorn. So I'm going to give you the best that I got. Breathe. Yeah, that's the breath. Here we go. My collective pantheon of angels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters of soulmate contract law, and the higher selves of all involved. Please, I need 3 cards for this Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract for January 2021, or timeless, please. 1 for the divine feminine in this contract. Oh, this is coming through really clear, the energy. 1 for the divine masculine in this contract. And 1 for the overall contract, the current clause that they are in this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract, January 2020, or timeless. Please keep in mind, if you are new to my channel, these Caroline Myss cards don't joke, all right? It's all about alchemy. It's about developing a soul power. So on these, interesting combo, we'll get there in a second. But they are powers being healed, developed within you on a soul level, right? So there's shadow and light attributes. The shadow attributes are what you don't want to look at within yourself or acknowledge. And if you do acknowledge them, you don't want anybody to know about it. And that's for all archetypes across the board. But the light attribute is the healthy version, what comes out of that. And that's what soulmate contracts are all about. That's what all soul contracts are about, are helping each other alchemize from lead to gold, from shadow to light, from pain to peace, from fear to love, and on and on and on we go. So look, we got the divine feminine with the trickster archetype and the divine masculine with the god archetype. The trickster is, I believe, the wild card family. The god is the divine masculine family, right? It's in the masculine family of archetypes. So, I mean, I'm familiar with both of these archetypes. For the divine feminine, the shadow attribute, manipulating others through duplicity. And let's be clear, that's part of the shadow power of the divine feminine, because we were being suppressed and repressed for thousands and thousands of years. So we had to go covert, right? So the trickster in that sense. So now nobody likes being manipulated through duplicity. Oh yeah, I just finished watching that new one on Netflix, like Downton Abbey, but more tongue-in-cheek. Really enjoyed it. Oh man, it flew out of my head. The name of it. I absolutely loved every moment of it. But a lot of duplicity, right? Same as in Downton Abbey. The light attribute, transcending convention, stuffiness and predictable behavior. I have a nice dose of the trickster in me. It's not lifelong, but it does come and go in my life as a soul power, right? To transcend certain limits, right? To you know, the trickster is an archetype that is in, I'm pretty sure, every divine pantheon, except maybe the angelic. Maybe, you know, think about that. And then looking at the Ascended Masters, Saint Germain's known as a trickster, right? Hermes, Mercury, Loki, right? So it's a very powerful thing. And coyote medicine, right, is trickster medicine in Native American traditions. The god archetype, I mean, not a divine family archetype, a masculine family archetype, and the shadow is pretty freaking horrific. Despotism and cruelty. Despotism? Get my hackles up. Using power to control people. So look, we already have here in the shadow manipulation and control in the shadow. Now, the thing about a soulmate contract is because of the quantum entanglement of a soulmate contract, as one heals, the other heals. So it makes sense that they had similar wounds, right? Or opposite ends of it, right? One more victim, one more victor. But the light attribute, benevolence and compassion. Recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others, right? So that's a very, very divine thing. So we're looking at a divine masculine with the god archetype and a divine feminine with the trickster archetype. And this third card, the claws, will be the last card down. Last card that we turn over. It's third card down, last one we'll reveal. I want to see what clause they're in last, because sometimes that just puts it all together. 5 Daughters of the Moon Tarot for the trickster, 5 Mythic Tarot for the god. We're just going to clarify fire, earth, air, water, spirit, where they are in this contract. Now, in the extended read, I don't know if you can see all those over there, but there's like, what, 13, 14, 15 cards minimum that are going on there. And the majority of them are oracles, but we're going to still be working with the tarot too. We're going to do simple timeline, past, present, future, each one just to see where they are, where they've been, where they are, where they're headed in this contract. But for now, breathe. Oh, that feels so good. My goddesses of Earth and the sign of Capricorn, please, I need 5 cards for this beloved divine feminine with the trickster archetype in this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract for January 2021, or timeless with this divine masculine with the god archetype, please. What is her element of fire? What she desires, what she yearns for, burns for. What is her element of earth? The fuel that feeds the fire to help her attain that which she desires. Her element of air. what she predominantly thinks about in this contract, or about this contract element of water, what she predominantly feels, intuits, emotional field of energy in this contract, and the element of spirit, the point of view or the voice of the soul that agreed to the contract in the first place. Now, before we go into that, we're going to do the same for him so I can flip them over. Fire, fire, earth, earth, air, air. You got it. Please breathe. Yeah, there's a very serious energy about this, and it started before, it's almost like as soon as I turned on the camera, and it sort of settled in. It's very Capricorn, I'll say that. It feels very Saturn, so let's just keep going. Please breathe. My gods of earth in the sign of Capricorn, please. 5 cards, element spread for this divine masculine with the God archetype in this Capricorn collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign. Happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract with this divine feminine with the trickster archetype. January 2021 or timeless. Got it, please. Element of fire. What is it he desires? What he burns for and yearns for? What is his element of earth, the fuel that feeds the fire to help him manifest what he desires? What is his element of air, what he is predominantly thinking of or about in this contract? We'll say top card. Element of water, what is he predominantly feeling about? There's a cat staring at me through my glass window, an outdoor cat. I just call him Guardian because he guards Archangel of Lyons, Archangelo of Lyons. Please, my gods, the element of spirit, the point of view of the soul that agreed to the contract. Give me stink eye, I feed you. I feed the ferals. All right, here we go. Element of fire, what is it that they both want? Okay. All right. Now, the trickster, it's the Aquarius card. So if this person has an Aquarian vibe, energy, sun, moon, rising, who cares, right? One thing about, we know an Aquarian, they're usually very friendly, right? But they may be a bit distant. This is the crone of blades, which would be the queen of swords, right? So we know can be very, very diplomatic, can be, I mean, every Aquarian I know is so gregarious and friendly, and they are the freaks of the zodiac, and I love them. That's why we're friends, right? They get me. Also, I'm Leo rising, so Aquarius is in my 7th house, so I tend to be attracted to them. Or people, you know, with that Aquarian, Uranian energy. Let's leave Uranus out of it for now. But so, you know, what does she want? She may also want to be able to, like an Aquarian, pull back and see things from a more stratospheric position. Think of the higher layers of the atmosphere, frozen air, fixed air, but sees such a large picture, right? So not just pulling back, perhaps, but pulling up to see this from another place. Now, for a trickster, that could be strategic. Hanged Man, the God archetype, wants a break here. Wants a break here, but is willing to make a sacrifice here. Interesting, if you really take the Hanged Man into the Norse myth of Odin on the world tree Yggdrasil, he plucked out an eye and hung himself upside down on the world tree. I'm sure if you've seen the movie Thor, you know what tree I'm talking. This predates that, just saying. Plucked out his eye and received, amongst other things, the runes, right? That language, the alphabet, the divination system, the magical system, all of that, right? So a sacrifice in order to receive something. So if this is about literally seeing things differently, this might be a connection there, that they might both want the same things. But the trickster definitely more in an element of air, intellectual, gathering information from a larger POV, GPS, right? From seeing the whole map. Where the divine masculine here might be like, whatever I need to see, I'm willing to see. And whatever I need to clear from my eyes, whatever ideas, beliefs, whatever. Remember, this guy got the God archetype here. So there's a bit of power there. I mean, think about benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself or others. Sometimes you need to see things completely different, and at least they want to. Interesting start, Capricorns. What's your element of earth? Well, he's got a lot of options, and she's got a strong emotional bond. Now, these two could be friends already. Three of Cups bonding. Make new friends, keep the old. One is silver, the other gold. Though I was not a Girl Scout in this life, I still think that's that's almost a spell waiting to happen, right? The Three of Cups there, strong emotional bond, and Seven of Cups. Now, I could absolutely see that he fantasizes about her, right? And please forgive that. It's not bodily gender. Oh, I forgot to say it. Divine feminine, divine masculine has nothing to do with bodily gender. Please, I apologize. Don't cancel me. So I have to use the pronouns to keep my brain straight. But yes, he may have options, but he may be dreaming of different options of how they can be together. And look, and again, I always bring this up, particularly when it's in the element of earth. If you are an empath, divine feminine, if you're the one watching this with this trickster, you're picking up on this on a level emotionally that, as if you are the Capricorn, might make you a little uncomfortable, right? It's like if you have your foot on the floor and someone 10 feet away stomps their foot on the floor, we can feel it viscerally, right? We feel it in our bodies, regardless of distance, whether you know each other or not. By the way, the soulmate contract is in play, whether you've met each other or not. As one heals, the other heals. It's just holographic that way. So I could understand that wanting to pull back and see this from a clearer place, from a Queen of Swords kind of place. Yeah. Aquarius. Okay, what are they thinking? Well, lovely. She's thinking, is this a new beginning? Try to take the leap, the fool, the dreamer. Now, I was just talking about dreams here. I feel like they share similar things, but I think they also want to do this very carefully. You're Capricorns, right? Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. She's thinking about a new beginning, taking a leap. He's thinking about Capricorn, King of Pentacles here, really building something long-lasting, not just a commitment, but something that is happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise, which is really typified by a Capricorn, particularly as they get older. It has been said that Capricorns are born young, born old and grow young. I totally screwed that up, but you know what I meant, right? So the happy part is here. Now, remember, this is not about bodily gender here, and I'm getting for a lot of you that, you know, male, 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 female, female, however you do that, but for, there's a lot of women who are accessing their divine masculine energy, particularly those through, you know, right, compassion, benevolence, recognizing the eternal force in others and serving in that way, you know, like a God energy that serves. And that's why this Hanged Man, I really, really get that and really want something long-term here, but something that is the whole picture and is willing to do the slow and steady wins the race. So this could be our Capricorn here, or is thinking about this one, the Capricorn. See, I mean, so there it is. There's the card of Capricorn on the table. Well, that's on the mind. What's in the heart? What's going on in the emotional field? Victory, right? Seven of Flames. I know usually Six of Wands and Rider-Waite, but Seven of Flames, like galloping on cooling lava, but the cooling lava under the surface moving in the same direction that you're going. So feeling the emotional victory, feeling the passion, feeling the gallop. Ooh, I've never said that before. Ooh, baby, I'm feeling the gallop. I'll have a gallon of the gallop, please, because he's got the Knight of Cups. You know the Knight of Cups. The Piscean card, definitely feeling the flow. Feeling the flow. I mean, he's got more water than her at this point. Seven of Cups and the Knight of Cups. But this feels lovely. I feel that the caution here with the Trickster, though, is really trying to do. There's something here that must then really transcend the norms for a Capricorn, particularly if this is a Capricorn. The extended, we're going to see, but we got a couple more cards to look at. What's this now? Remember, this is the voice of the soul, the spirit that said, yeah, I'll take that role. Thank you very much. That'd be perfect for me. Well, we have got the Pisces card, which is the Knight of Cups. In this deck, it's the Maiden of Cups. Here, the Mermaid and the Moon. Got the Mermaid and the Moon. Now, the Moon we know is a tricky card, right? It can be things are cloudy, unsure, but it is Hecate in this deck. And I must say, though she is mysterious, she's certainly not unclear. Sorry, the double negative. She's clear. Queen of the Crossroads, Hecate. There is a lot of different ways to see what's going on here, for sure, I get with that moon card. But be wise, divine masculine, to really be benevolent and compassionate here. There's a lot of emotion here. And there are a lot of unknown aspects. Obviously, we're in physical form. We don't know what the higher dimensional beings, angels, gods, masters, and all of that know. But with that God archetype, despotism and cruelty, I'm not seeing it here. So you're closer to the, or if you are, you know, if you're the divine feminine or cross watcher or whatever, crotch watcher, I love Real Housewives of Toronto, she's amazing. You have to really be careful here, but you're going to help each other heal. And I mean, and she's feeling victory here, and you love her. It's just, let's see what this is. What is the current clause in which the contract is contained? It's alliteration again. The networker. All right. So that's what I was wondering. Where's the communication? Where's the forward motion? And we'll certainly check that in the extended with the past, present, future for each of them. But the networker archetype is just everything on planet Earth right now. It's the creative family of archetypes and ready for the shadow. Now, I just want to, before I read this, Carolyn Mace put this out, what, in the 2000s, right? Okay, just context. The early 2000s, I think, Sacred Contracts came out. Yeah, I forgot, a long time ago. Conveys information only for personal gain. Not going on planet Earth at all. Spreads fear and falsehood. I'm just going to leave that. Just let's move on from that. You know. But the light attribute enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. And that's what I was saying. It's like this divine masculine could be very social justice oriented, with that benevolent and the compassion. I don't know if they're, you know, protesting or anything like that, but that feels, and that's why it could be either gender here. So there's something about networking and communication here, and it does feel like it's through this. It does feel like it's social media oriented, like whether you're meeting through social media or you know each other and but you know you can't be in the same space for certain reasons currently playing out on planet Earth, which is so Saturnian, right? We've all had to look at our boundaries. Saturn's ruled, Capricorn's ruled by Saturn, right? We've all had to get serious about certain things in our lives. I have to say though, Capricorn, there are no cards here that worry me. I mean, look, the moon and the hangman here, we'll do this, right? So what do they want? She wants either, if this is an Aquarian, she's thinking about it, right? However, but I'm not really getting that she really wants to see this from the higher perspective and maybe keep it friendly for right now. And he's willing to really see this differently. He's willing to actually sacrifice, wanting to. Now, this has not happened yet, right? This is what they want in this contract. And it feels it already feels very Capricorn. Like if this was two Capricorns, wouldn't shock me. And by the way, how can you not cross-watch when the other person's your same signs, right? It's tricky. Just that's a moral conundrum that I don't give a crap about it anymore. What do they want? 3 of Cups and 7 of Cups. I mean, obviously there's an emotional bond here. This is what they have. Remember, divine feminine trickster. Oh, you might be duplicitous in terms of playing a little bit coy here, but I think if this is an Aquarian that you're dealing with, right? That you want this Aquarian, well, they like the tricksters. They like the transcending convention stuffiness and unpredictable behavior, right? Transcending that, right? They're into it. They're the freaks of the zodiac, trust me, I've dated. I might be hanging out with one tonight who's already immune, which is lovely. What they're thinking about, the fool, the dreamer, dreaming about this moving into a whole new cycle It's funny, the beginning and not the end, but the stabilization of the Capricorn card, right? So, I mean, really, either one of these could be Capricorn. Feeling the victory, feeling and feeling the flow, right? Feeling the romance, feeling the connection. This is lovely. And their souls are saying, honey, Trickster, feel. Just feel and heal. Yes, you want information, but your heart is telling you everything. Your soul is telling you that you may feel many different ways about this. I'm a Pisces moon. I know I can both love someone and hate someone at the exact same moment and implode the two of them. And that has a lot to do with true love too. Bridgerton, thank you very much. Watch it on Netflix. You'll see what I mean. Oh my God. The path of true love. The course of true love never did run smooth. Yes. Took theater, history, and speech. And with the moon, his soul is saying kind of the same thing. Look, maybe part of this hanging himself upside down, herself, whatever, is to really see this different, to kind of deal with the feelings. I mean, there's a lot of love here and a desire for commitment and something really long-term that manifests at the highest potential. 10th house, thank you. 10th house Capricorn is highest potential. That's why slow and steady wins the race. That's why the mountain goat, right? One hoof at a time, making the way to the top of the mountain. And with that networker archetype in play, that's the current clause, then yeah, communicate, but communicate honestly, communicate truly. I don't mind if you play a little coy. I don't think they do either. But I wouldn't worry so much about holding back any of your unconventional this or that. I think they dig it. I don't think they care. And if you think, oh, this is right out of Bridgerton, like they would love, if you consider it a flaw, they wouldn't. They would see it as something really beautiful. But with the networker, very air, a lot of air going on here, a lot of talk. So, may the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need in this happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract between this divine feminine with the trickster archetype and this divine masculine with the God archetype in this current networker archetype clause of their soul contract, January 2021 or timeless. May they be blessed with all that they need to heal, to grow, to learn, to become the best that they can be and fulfill their roles in the divine plan, helping each other heal, and through unity consciousness, helping all sentient life heal. So it would be. So it is. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, like it. Want more? Subscribe. Want to comment? Please do. Otherwise, I'm gonna take a 2-minute break, change cameras because I use the HD camera. Look, if you're gonna go to VIMEO, I'm gonna give you the highest production value I can give you, and that's not on my cell phone. So wishing you all the very, very blessed and the very, very best of this soulmate contract. My Capricorns, hang in there, babies. Hail. Farewell, and blessed, blessed be.